So one leg lifts.
Okay, yes, one leg lift. So first we start the pose. Second set, the handhold is different. So first set is like this, right, behind the head. And we practice coming on the toes. Second set, we handhold like so. You can bend the elbows, hug behind the heart, and then you lift a leg. So notice how my toes are pointing right now. And then I bend the knees and I actually point the toes in towards this line.
And the trick is that when she does that, you'll want to tuck under. See, the hip will want to tuck. It's an external rotation. But if you watch her pelvic floor, it keeps open and her butt muscle, all this is flowing this way into the low back and all this muscle flows down to the low back. So once the bow is there, it's held, then she starts pushing hard. Even with the leg bent, the hips spring or root down and this pulls up. So she starts lifting and curling as she goes to the side, as she starts doing a back bend.
Let's try it again. I want to give you guys, because it can be really seamless if you hold the template.
So the action should not let go. That's the yoga of it, I think, is the continuity of action. And here's T12 line, and watch, she'll bend from there.
So,
the butt will not tuck under though.
Yeah, that's what he's saying is so huge. So see these groins right here, the left one? If they pop forward like that, the pose is over. So you have to really squeeze that glute back, this glute back, and then from there, I open my throat, I can
So, but
twist.
see, it didn't change. And if you check her back, it opens. It's so weird. Like it took me 6 months of watching her do it to figure it out because.
So
that's
again,
all
I
muscle.
resist the left groin back, and then from there I can open the heart and even open.
The weight on the fingers is also tensegrity, so it's not extra, it's not compressive or weighty. The whole part, every part is integrated, so the bones are floating. So she could lift one hand up even.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Really?
It would be better this one.
I don't need the whole thing. You got it?
Yep.
So the whole thing is a spring-loaded. It's not counterbalance. The counterbalance is just, you know, you're just hanging over with gravity. This is sprung-loaded. So the whole thing is holding,
Oh my
and
God.
then
See
she
right
uses
there,
the
like
bottom of
even
the butt back.
I can squeeze the glutes back and up to keep the groin safe as I'm exiting the drop back.
And the spring of the hips creates the lumbar curve. That's why, look, if I sit here and I go like this, see how straight my spine is? Now watch. If I go back and I pull the muscle and I elongate, you go up. The spine keeps going. You actually get more length in your spine if you use the back muscles in this direction. It's really, that is mind-blowing. It's so cool. But this pose is a trip, and it's
So
fun.
that's where it can go, but let me show you how it can start, okay? So you start with a block. Here's the thing, both knees bend, and then you open and expand the heart.
And
When we
that
get
is a good
scared,
one.
yeah, this is a phenomenal place to be. When we get scared, here's the natural tendency. And so if you go from this, you know, from this positioning, it's, man, it doesn't feel good. So you have to kind of, you step into your vulnerability. And then from there you can lengthen. You can also look to the floor to see where you're going. This hand resists out as this hand comes in. And then I just practice groins back and then heart open.
This bottom butt, the main misalignment, this will want to externally rotate. And if you actually keep this back, use the butt to pull the femur back, it'll save your hip. First thing, it will save the hip, and your psoas at the base will release very, very well.
Because you're just starting with your chin here, like that, once you go down.
Yeah.
Are you rotating back?
Then, yeah, then I line it up.
It's like you're doing Vashisthasana, the wild thing. You know, that's really what you're doing. You're turning. It's exactly the same rotation like that.
Let's try it.